Right, friends, good morning. We now had a long lesson, and what we're going to do now is everybody is going to stand up on your feet. Yes. Well, we're going to jump in our spot. Half a minute. Yeah, shake it up really well. All right, we're going to turn around, one towards the friend's back, and we're going to knock on the friend's back. Now let's add New Jersey. New Jersey. Punch it up really strongly so it will shake on the inside. Yeah, do it strongly. Yeah, like hammers. New Jersey. That's it.
Michael, קטע 9.
Okay, passage number 9.
קטע מספר 9 מתוך ספר מאור ושמש.
Passage number 9 from the book מאור ושמש, Light and Sun.
שיעור מספר 1 מתוך כנס ניו ג'רזי.
Lesson number 1 from the New Jersey Congress. We're studying parts from the New Jersey Congress. The advice and initiative for the servitude of the Creator is to unite our hearts in love of friends, to unite with each and every one with love and a single heart, to serve the Creator and to lend a single shoulder, that we need to adhere and attach to one another so that we will all enclose into one another in the heart of each one, so that we will become a single bundle to serve the Creator with all of our heart. Again, the wisdom and the insight into how to serve the Creator comes through the unification between us in love of friends, to be connected one with the other in love and in a single heart, to serve the Creator and lend a single shoulder, meaning that we must unite one with the other and be locked into each other's heart and become one bundle to serve the Creator with a whole heart. All right, friends, in the next hour we're going to do what Rav recommended yesterday in the meal. Rav told us the following. I think that in the upcoming days it's worthwhile for us to gather inwards, not to spread in all kinds of different places. It's recommended to come in evening to our gathering places and work on the materials that we prepared for the next Congress and simply go over it, to read and discuss it as much as possible together. And so during these days we'll be able to go over all the materials. Again, I'm asking, go over all the materials and discuss it, each and every excerpt, almost as we do during the lesson, but in such a way that it will truly bring about a greater connection in the hearts. This is how it's worthwhile to prepare ourselves. On the tables you have pages that we handed out. We'll try to also have these things available on the screen for the World Kli. These are excerpts that we prepared following Rav's advice. They're all from the upcoming Congress in New Jersey. Lesson number 1. And we're going to read a passage. The narrator will read a passage. You have the same excerpts on the tables. Then we'll ask a few questions. And in the end, in the General Assembly, we'll see what we can extract from these passages. So let's start with the first passage. This is passage number 7. It's from the writings of Rabash, Volume 1, concerning the love of friends. When several friends gather together, each one has but a small force of this power that it is better to come out of self-love, but they do not have enough power and importance of bestowal to become independent and without outside help. Thus, all these individuals annul themselves one to the other. At least in theory, together they will have the strength for love of the Creator, yet they are unable to carry it out. However, by each one joining the society and annulling oneself to the society, they create one body. If, let's say, this body is made up of 10 people, this body has 10 times the strength of a single person. This is on the condition that when they come together, each one will think that he is now joining for the purpose of annulling his self-love, namely that he should not think about how to fulfill his own will to receive, but rather one should think as much as possible about the love of friends. Only this way is he able to receive the will and the need that it is necessary to attain a new quality called the will to bestow. Thus, from the love of friends, one is able to get to the love of the Creator, namely that his desire is to bestow contentment to the Creator. It follows that this is the only way by which one can gain the understanding that the matter of bestowal is so very important and necessary, and that he was able to attain only through the love of friends. I suggest we read it again for the sake of the word Kli. I'm not sure they all received this excerpt, and we're asking for the word Kli friends to open it up, to write it down and have it on the table so that we can discuss it. I'm not sure that everyone in the world Kli has it. Again, from the writings of Rabash, first volume, concerning the love of friends. When several friends gather together, each one has but a small amount of this power that it is better to come out of self-love, but they do not have enough power and importance of bestowal to become independent and without outside help. Thus, all these individuals annul themselves one to another. At least in theory, they have the strength to love the Creator, yet they are unable to carry it out. However, by each joining the society and annulling oneself to the society, they create one body. If, let's say, this body is made up of 10 people, then this body has 10 times the strength of a single person. This is on the condition that when they come together, each one will think that he is now joining for the purpose of annulling his self-love, namely that he should not think about how to fulfill his own will to receive, but rather one should think as much as possible only about the love of friends. Only this way one is able to receive the will and the need that it is necessary to attain a new quality called the will to bestow. Thus, from the love of friends, one is able to reach the love of the Creator, namely that he wants to bestow contentment to the Creator. It follows that this is the only way by which one can gain the understanding that the matter of bestowal is so very important and necessary, and this came to him only through love of friends. All right, friends. It's very inspiring to see the seriousness and the determination from the friends, as we can see here. Let's add a little happiness to this seriousness, a little bit of love. We're not coming here to solve some difficult crossword puzzle. We're coming here to open our hearts And as we just read, this is through love of friends. Now we're going to discuss this excerpt. So in every 10, there should be a single friend, a representative that will write the essence of the things. Later we want to get these inspirations from one another and pass them on. So friends, let's do it together. So the question is, please discuss the excerpt that we now read and extract from it the main principles. Let's start with that.
כן, הנושא של אהבת חברים הוא נושא שאנחנו עוסקים
Love of friends is a topic that we deal with all the time.
כתוב,
It's written right in the beginning that if
כוח קטן, אז
several friends gather together
כדאי לצאת
and they have only a small amount of this power
לדבר השפעה,
and they have no importance for bestowal, only then can they annul before one another and do their job. So here we're trying to achieve this kind of connection and do this job.
Friends, again, the task is to extract the main principles from the excerpt we just read and to discuss them in a 10.
It's really a wondrous way for building an amplifier in a transition from love of self to love of others. Within the 10, the impact of the annulment intensifies the power tenfold.
This is a true coming closer towards equalizing our form with the Creator, and this force is 10 times greater, so the more each one increases his self-annulment and bestowal to others, to the friends, in that way he contributes to the 10, to the group, being able to increase its equivalence of form with the Creator.
Only when we gather together and each one, through self-annulment, gives his power to the friends, by that some kind of miracle happens, where a connection is made within which there is something that doesn't exist in any of us. It's a little like what happens in chemistry when several atoms connect, and in that chemical connection a molecule is created. The molecule has attributes that neither atom has. So we too, when we together we have to create a molecule of love of others. And it really a miracle how it happens. L'chaim.
Yes, the moment that each one tries to subjugate himself towards the group, towards his 10, then all of us together, each one who is trying to make this effort, we awaken the light that reforms, that can truly bind us.
This excerpt really is the essence of our spiritual work. The first and main thing about it is annulment toward the friends. And if everyone does it, then it makes room, makes a space And into that space enters love of friends of everyone, because everyone is willing to annul and to accept everyone else. And then we feel what is love of friends, and then we know what is the desire to bestow. And together, this is how we reach it, Chaim friends.
And this way, we invest our half a shekel in order to bring him contentment, so that he will be revealed, so that we will all gather into this raspberry sphere, and we will discover the Creator.
I really liked our gumption toward the unity of the Creator, which is the unity of the friends in their love. We really have to unite, and through our love, to unite the friends, unite the hearts. Because here we are learning, well, the whole lesson was about the importance of our environment that promotes us, our society, our friends. That's the kli. And not the studies, the verses we can read, but the extent to which we discover new things together.
Yes, and we learn everything truly by nullifying in our 10, in this place where you should only give the friends the power, the help to realize this place of giving contentment to the upper one, of connecting to him. This is what we need, the intentions and the adhesion to this topic.
The principle I'm taking from this excerpt is the love. It's written to come out of self-love, but I see that I can't really achieve it, but more through acting, which is something we talked about in the last lessons. So to act toward the friends seriously, act seriously, and show them that I am already in it, and to awaken them, because without their strength, I really can't do anything.
Yes, another principle that I got here is that we cannot connect to the Creator not through the 10. First we have to reach the 10 and gather together, be included as a 10, as a group, and only from there we can create some kind of connection called love towards the Creator. There are many people who think that they can connect with the Creator simply by thinking about Him, but it doesn't work this way. It works only by being integrated in the 10, and there we discover the quality of His soul, and from that we reach the love of the Creator.
יכולים להפוך את זה לנצח. זה אסור לוותר על המעשים האלה, החיצוניים. לא משנה איך זה נשמע, זה עולה באוויר ויכול להיות שזה יקלט. זה מאוד חשוב.
It's pretty amazing that now, as we're sitting, well, I don't want to talk about the left or right line. It doesn't sound good, but you have male's deficiency in the sensation of wholeness. In the end, we have to achieve a state of prayer, the broken heart. Because on the one hand, we want this goal because it's great, and we constantly extol it. But then we feel reality. We're not kids. We understand and feel what's happening. The goal is to ask and pray together. Each of us has exactly the same prayer in the heart. As Meir says, I've been here 15 years. I've done the entire checklist. It's the same complaint, which is basically the prayer that exists in all of our hearts. We need to understand that we're all in the same boat. We all have the same problem. At the same time, there's this huge solution here. We can save the whole of humanity. When we connect those 2 points, we can really achieve the common prayer. As Rav says it's not a fantasy. It's what's happening and what can happen. And then each time we'll go through some change.
I think that the entire secret is self-annulment. This is the whole story. If people gather, even if they're small, it doesn't even matter. If they're small or great, it's irrelevant completely. We can receive from the 10, from the society, only according to how much we try to receive from them, how much we try to see them as great and to be inspired from them. This is our whole motto in life. How do I see the friends as great and I'm inspired from them?
Friends, now that we have delved into this principle together with the whole world, Kli, and really kind of dove into it, into this mechanism, let's think, how do we, in practice, implement it in these coming days, in actual fact, in the preparations for the Congress and in the Congress itself? Again, how do we implement it now, de facto, in these coming days, in the preparation for the Congress and in the Congress itself?
I think that for sure we have to get together. We have to meet. We need to have such meetings and scrutinize in the 10 again and again these things and get following the importance that Rav gave it, and that there is no other option. And to enter even deeper into the connection in our meeting.
Yesterday morning, Livo gave us a great example. He said we have to meet and work on the Congress material. He had such a desire that look what happened. The whole society just realized it for him. So a person's only work is the prayer. If we raise these deficiencies, they'll happen because the group does everything. I saw that they sent a schedule that every evening we meet. Every evening between 7 and 8:30 we meet. Such an opportunity.
Yes, we're going to meet here in Petach Tikva 6:30 p.m. to 8 every evening to implement these things. So this only says that the Congress is continuing. There's no break, no stop. It just seems to us like they're changing place or we're shifting time, but it's all one, and we have to relate to it in such a way that soon, even if the workshop finishes and we'll go to the workshop, something like that, we'll continue the Congress, and we'll try to find a new connection between us every moment.
We grasped already every principle that Rav talked about at the Guadalajara Congress. Now we have to implement it. This can only be done through common work to really serve the Creator de facto. It's our free choice, so we just do it. We meet in the evening, we talk about it, and from one body we achieve one intention.
We can actualize it only if there is some friction between the friends. So we need to have an interaction between each other all the time, physically, emotionally, mentally, as much as possible, and to obligate, to demand that each friend, we will feel that he's present in whatever we do together, not to miss out on anyone, and then everything will be revealed. If there's hatred, then there's subjugation. Against everything, there are the opposite qualities that are revealed, that grow. So we need to be together as much as possible.
We just read that in order to achieve bestowal, we have to have a desire to the Creator. Tonight and every night, we have a chance to come here as a 10 and give importance and greatness of the Creator. I believe that if we do this the whole week, together, I believe we will come very well prepared to the Congress and we'll listen to what Rav is telling us. This is Rav's advice. So let's really try to come as much as possible. I know that people are working, but really we should make an effort.
Yesterday, when there was this message that Rav said that we are responsible for the spirit of all the groups here in Petach Tikva, I felt some fear because of the responsibility that everything depends on us. And indeed now we have to hold this network, the entire worldwide network. And here in Petach Tikva, we have to feel that we are responsible for the entire group, truly. If it's not me, then there's no one else. No one is holding it except for us. If we feel this way, then we will be like the social committee. We have to hold everyone.
Implementing through acting. Right now we don't have a nature of bestowal. We can't bestow. We're acting it, and then the acting disappears, and we clothe in the actual nature of bestowal.
Each one must have this feeling of responsibility as though he is the head of the group, in order to really have everyone in this spirit.
To really be able to come out to bestowal, both in the local group and the world group, the whole of reality, we have to feel as one. To feel as one, we have to attach ourselves to each other in order to achieve it. So we need to bring gifts and do some physical things, so we can open our hearts, so we can connect more and more. Maybe today we should bring a bottle or something, have something to drink.
Also, throughout the day, we can not give up on this time, and maybe to decide that we are going to take some excerpt from the study materials, and we'll read it together in a specific time during the day, and later on we'll work on this excerpt in our meeting, so to also fit in the rest of the day as a preparation for the meeting.
אני כבר מחכה למפגש הזה.
I can't wait for this meeting already.
ככה אפשר להביא גם כמה קטעים מתחת
We can also
ולעשות על האש ביחד עם הוויסקי, זה גם יכול...
We can also bring some meat or something and, have some barbecue or something.
זהו.
That's it.
I'll bring some nuts that will crack open, not just to crack them open, but truly, what is the will, the need to bestow to the Creator? Apparently, we don't have to even find words for it. We simply have to be in it, in this effort, truly. And we don't have words for it, we'll never have them, we don't even care. We want to feel it together, that indeed we want to have some response on our behalf, not just the love of friends, but that is behind us, but everything is ahead of us.
What's the question?
All right, friends, we are now in very special times, very special days. We went through a very powerful convention. We all felt this intensity of connection between us. And Rav says, He's asking, let's join together and reach an intensity of connection that is suitable for the first spiritual degree. So we now have before us a very great task. We went through a very strong convention, and now we're going to rise to the next degree in the intensity of our connection. We will read the first degree as Rav is asking us to do. So let's open up our hearts and let's hear a little bit of what you came to. Let's have an assembly and hear the conclusions of each 10, what findings you came up with. We'll start from 10 and number 3. Moti Dayan. And also, we are asking from the World Kli to send us your findings. We have the internet station here, so please, everyone, send it. So, 10 number 3, please.
In our 10 to number 3, we don't have all the people because many of them are on duty. So we reached several conclusions, insights from this excerpt. We need annulment, hitkalut, inclusion. 10 is power alone. You can't do it. But the question is, how do we actually implement it? So the point we got to is that the implementation is now. There is no later. What we do now is what will happen at the Congress. It's like preparation for war. The practice, without practicing, you can't go to war. Now is all the pressure we have to apply, all of our connection, only now. To make an effort right now. Chaim.
And with joy.
כן, עוד עשיריות.
More 10s?
אורן, קדימה.
Oren, go ahead.
All right, it's hard to describe the greatness of the goal that you receive in this 10. There's no such stuff, really. Every friend who is talking is simply making you fly, and you feel trembling. And how much this event that we're ahead of is critical. We're ahead of it. We're in it already. We're at the peak of this event. And these are just some bullet points. It's something technical, but we really need to feel this spirit. It's very special, in short. All right. So, I'll read the second part of the practical advice in bullets. To cancel everything that's not necessary. Check really well and cancel everything that is not necessary to do. As many common actions as possible. To come here every evening, to engage in the materials of the Congress, to put a strong emphasis on a framework that we set and feel an obligation towards this framework. To have another meeting of the 10 as preparation or barbecue towards the Congress, to add in actions because thoughts don't come out of thin air. So add more actions in order to prepare. So again, meet every evening, have a covenant in the next 3 days to deal with the materials of the Congress. This is what I managed to write down, but really the spirit is simply tremendous. This thing that we're in, you can't even describe it. I think that the friends who said it's just like the Ari who suggested to go to Jerusalem, I think they did not exaggerate. Rav said about his Congress at least 20 times the word opportunity. Let's take his word seriously. He's not just using this word, an opportunity. L'chaim, friends.
We have
the Zichron group with us. In the last few weeks, they went through an amazing preparation for the Congresses in their efforts in the dissemination in the Kinneret. So let's hear them out.
Well, it's really clearly felt as though we all sat in one table and we wrote the same things. We also managed to extract from the article the principles that it's a subjugation of each. All individuals creates a single body that has the force, which is 10 times more than every individual, and only by working in a group a person receives a need and a necessity for love of others. How to implement it? Something came up here, which is to judge everything that appears to me favorably to the scale of merit and to connect it to there's none else besides him.
Turn number 7. Go ahead.
גם אצלנו יש חלק בתורנות.
We also have a few guys on duty.
יצא פה מין איזה רצף כזה שבעצם...
There's like a sequence here that through Rabash's short excerpt, we have the whole purpose of creation with its implementation is arranged here by cause and consequence through the friends. It was very special. So the goal is to exit self-love through love of friends to achieve love of the Creator. The way to do it is to enter society and annul before each other. That's why a person has to have a society helping out. And in practice, we have to make more and more efforts in love of friends and intensify it more and more. And by that, we develop the need and importance of this whole thing. So what we want to say is, this is our test. It's a time of maturity, responsibility, stability and joy. It's not a time for seeking out some daily task or something. It's, as Rav said, everyone is the head of the group, the head of the 10. Now everyone takes all of his efforts throughout the years and implements them, coming out of himself in actual fact. And you feel how easy it is. You can look in your friend's eyes and you see how everyone's trying to get out of themselves. There's this atmosphere of cleanness. It's like the intention, it's like we're scratching this lock of this locked ark, like we're hatching from the egg. It's a time of goodwill. So with great responsibility, we need to actualize our role and bring contentment to Rav, the Kabbalist, and the Creator 100%. Without any doubt, we have to think that we're doing it every single moment. Let's not wait for the Congress. Let's do it now, every moment. L'chaim lebaruch. Internet. Please.
From the 10 of the Yoknam group, they're giving us practical advice, the significance of the game and inner duty to build rotation in the group following Rav's advice. A friend awakens other friends, not to miss out on any morning lesson until the Congress. At another meeting, read the excerpts from the Congress, write tips to the friends from through text messages, have a conference call through the friends during the noon, build a warm connection. From the Wada Al-Khat, and they tell us we're not leaving any friend behind towards the next Congress. Nobody's on his own, on his path. And from 10 number 1 from Kiev, we're not letting go every moment in the effort to connect with the friends, to demonstrate self-annulment towards the goal, to keep Rav's advice about the Congress, and to see the friends as great. L'chaim.
Following Oren Leibovich's 10, we decided to have a barbecue today. So, anyone who wants to, have him come talk to me, and we'll work it out.
I hope there's room in Nachshon's house for 300 friends. Who else? We want to hear more friends.
Yeah, we also want to come to the barbecue. So, number 1, we're getting together in the 10 toward the Congress, and before the Congress we get together also. Number 2, we are now before the center of the group. Number 3, we keep intentions and pray during the lesson, during the preparation for the Congress, and during the Congress. for the friends. Number 4, from love of friends, we come to love of the Creator in order to bring Him contentment. And the last thing, we understand that the most important thing in life is to be in the quality of bestowal. L'chaim.
Moving on to the next excerpt, excerpt number 8 from the book Ma'or Vashemesh, Light and Sun. The main purpose for the assembly is for all to be united as one, and that everyone will be asking only a single purpose, to find the Creator. In each 10 dwells the Shekhinah, divinity, and certainly when there are more than 10, then surely there's a greater revelation of the Shekhinah, divinity, and each and every one will join himself with his friend and annul before him and also his friend towards him, until all are annulled. Hence, when this is the assembly's intention, then naturally the Creator draws himself closer to them, and good and revealed chasadim, mercies, are revealed and drawn to the assembly of Israel. Again, excerpt number 8. The main purpose for the assembly is for all to be united as one, and that everyone will be asking only for a single purpose, to find the Creator. In each 10 dwells the Shekhinah, divinity, and certainly when there are more than 10, surely there is a greater revelation of the Shekhinah, and each and every one will join himself to his friend, and annul before him, and also his friend before him, until all are annulled. Hence, when this is the assembly's intention, then naturally the Creator draws closer to them, and good and revealed chasadim, mercies, are revealed and drawn to the assembly of Israel.
I've said in the Yortzeit, everyone pledges to lose the sense of self until the sensation of the one controls us. Everyone pledges to lose the sensation of the self until the sensation of the one controls us.
And now, out of that same inspiration and elation, out of the feeling of one, let's discuss this excerpt and extract principles from it.
איפה עצרנו?
אנחנו צריכים להרגיש כמו אחד, זאת אומרת שזה שיא התקללות בינינו ותלות בינינו. אנחנו צריכים להרגיש כל אחד ואחד שבלי חבר אחד אנחנו לא יכולים להשיג שום דבר. אנחנו צריכים להרגיש ולקחת את זה ברצינות.
כאילו, כן, אנחנו... אז כאילו הביטול הוא...
It's like the annulment is only a principle, only the solution, but the real problem is the importance. When we have a small desire, to exit self-love, but no real importance about it. That's why we have the assembly. In the assembly, and the more of them we have, the more of them we open our hearts during them, the more we will have this annulment and will extol the goal. So today we're getting together. Tomorrow night, Thursday too, these gatherings are a solution for enhancing the importance, so we will really have the strength.
The period of the Congress, of a gathering, this entire time is really a Congress, from the very first one that started until the New Jersey Congress, and from there it will continue. This whole period is an internal period of ours. It is a holiday for the whole group, for all Kabbalists. And we are scrutinizing during this period, starting now, which is really as a preparation for the whole Congress, all the principles anew. Doesn't matter how much we talked about it in the past, because from our mingling there are new vessels and we can always extract new things and reach a new level of connection between us.
Every moment is a new moment. Each time, the Creator and Rav give us another chance to connect. Now we're in a time when we have another chance to unite and to be as one man with one heart. We have a chance to extol the goal, to make an effort. We were given a gift that we can get together tonight. It feels that there's a very strong feeling. Everyone is feeling that we are... it's hard to describe it.
Our fuel is importance. So I recommend that in any possible way we will raise the importance, both in terms of each one giving an example, and also in terms of us elevating the importance of the friends in the meetings between us, the greatest of the God, the greatest of the friends.
In the Mexico Congress, I heard Rav many times speak in a way that's seemingly more personal toward the person. As he said, for example, that one who has fallen, it's a sign the group didn't influence him, and it's his own fault that the group didn't influence him. And also Amit Shalev said that everyone should be like a head here. So we have a lot of responsibility. We talked about annulment often. It takes the responsibility from the individual. But now, in the 10, everyone has to be the head. The active part, the enlivening part, along with the annulment and everything else.
Yes, the annulment only increases, enlarges the friend.
Okay, friends, sitting here and watching the whole world Kli, here in the focus groups, seeing the friends in the world Kli, I don't think I ever felt this sensation of network so alive. All of a sudden, there are no groups. It became one group. The whole world Kli is one group. And now we have a surprise, the Chile group. Let's hear them out.
Chile, דברו.
Hola, hola
Chile,
amigos,
go ahead.
espero que puedan escuchar, si pueden hacer alguna señal. ¿Nos pueden escuchar? 1, 2, 1, 2. Estamos ardiendo por dentro, queridos amigos. Estamos en una gran exaltación. Hemos tomado las palabras que
We are burning within, we are very inspired.
Hemos realizado un taller, hemos averiguado internamente qué es esta petición que nos habla Rav,
We heard
cuán importante y
Rav's talk
especial es este momento,
at the meal
un momento
and his
en donde
request
vamos a poder salir de nosotros mismos, adentro de ese deseo colectivo
this moment when we can come out of ourselves,
de poder llevar unidad
out of our desire, into a desire to unite the world and connect in a place where there's no time, no space. We're very proud that we're doing this work together. We thank the Rav and all the friends in Latin America for the amazing Congress in Guadalajara. You're taking now you're raising the standard. All the great friends in Mexico, this desire of all of the Chile group, for you to grow and grow and grow. You're carrying us, friends in Mexico. All the efforts was the right preparation for the New Jersey Congress. Will come each day to the preparation for the Congress, to all the lessons. We will support World Kli, and we will do it together, friends. L'chaim.
טוב, חברים, אנחנו
Friends,
נמשיך לחפור.
we'll continue to dig deeper into each other, each one into the hearts of the friends a little bit longer. Rav told us every friend must feel himself as responsible over our advancement, over the World Kli, over the friends. Every friend has the key to the hearts of the friends. So the next question following the excerpt we just read is, how do I help the 10 to go deeper in? Doesn't matter where I am, so that we'll hold the whole World Kli together in the preparation for the Congress and in the Congress itself. Again, how do I help the 10 to go deeper in? Doesn't matter where I am physically, so that we'll hold the whole World Kli together in the preparation for the Congress and in the Congress itself.
חברים, לאט לאט השיעור הופך להיות ישיבת חברים, ככה...
Friends, gradually we're turning this lesson into a Yeshivat Chaverim. One of our most amazing groups is the Kiev group. So now let's hear them let's hear them out.
Мы рады приветствовать все мировое Кли. Слышно? Мы рады вас всех
We're happy to welcome the whole World Kli.
единой лодке Творца. И хочется вот действительно от наших десятки поделиться
We're
впечатлением
all
тех ощущений
in one tent for the Creator.
того величия, которое мы достигли в нашем объединении, благодаря усилиям всех товарищей, каждой части.
We reached a sensation of Gadlut in the connection between us, thanks to the effort of all the friends. where we see and hear the Rav and feel that fear with which he approaches us, the love of a father, giving us the feeling that we are very close to the goal. We have very little to go in order to reach it. Let's embrace, let's hold our hands, let's support each other, because besides the group, besides connection, there's nothing. This is our half shekel. The other half shekel, the Creator will bring, and then His light will spread through the connection between us to the entire world, and the world will reach correction. L'chaim, friends. We are continuing with live broadcast. We have the youth from Eilat.
Alon from Eilat wrote a song, a poem. Oh, we have a live song that was from Eilat.
הביטול כזהי, הדקוני מטרה, כמפסה להשגה של הבריאה, להתחבר אל החבר, למלא את החסר, להתבדל לחברה, להתאבק בקריה, להתחבר אל החבר, למלא את החסר, להתבדל לחברה, להתאבק בקריה. עם ההכנה לכנס כמה אפשר להגיד למשחק גדול הזה. היי!
All right, we can't even tell what kind of additional surprises we're going to have. We'll continue with the workshop. We have a few more minutes left, and then we'll hear a little bit from the assembly. Another minute or two, let's continue the workshop. So the question again is to extract principles. So, how do I help the 10 to go deeper in? Doesn't matter where I am physically, so that we will hold together the entire world clean, the preparation for the Congress and in the Congress itself.
Время от времени возвращаюсь, мысли о группе, о десятке, потому что без десятки я один ничего не смогу делать. Уроки еще 100 лет, еще лайф у нас 100 лет ходить на уроки, толку не будет. Я не с вами, мы не образуем новую сущность, вы можете сделать только вместе. Давайте.
Я показываю важность этих действий. Я всегда начну с себя. Я показываю важность. Я стремлюсь к этому. Показываю, как
Собрание товарищей, вернее, даже не собрание, когда товарищи собираются вместе.
Right, friends, time is running, so maybe we'll hear a 10 or 2, and we'll be happy to hear the 10 that we are representatives of, which is 10, number 14.
זה פשוט תכננו, יש לנו פה קומבינות על הבמה.
We are doing all kinds of surprises right there on the stage. We were planning things, and the creator decided to do something else. It became an amazing assembly of friends. I think what we all felt here is that now is the time to do it. It's really felt that every moment now is a very precious time. We have to take advantage of it. We have to exhaust it, take the most out of it, and many surprises are ahead of us. As Rav said, it's an opportunity. And we see even what happens in this lesson. If you take advantage of the opportunity, crazy things happen. We peel off further layers that are separating between us. We start feeling one another better. We start feeling that it's all one kli, the whole world kli. Friends, we're facing an opportunity, so let's really do the most with it. Every moment throughout the day, in these upcoming days before the Congress, let's hold one another really strongly. L'chaim!
עוד עשיריות?
Other tens?
אתה לא עושה בלגן אבל אתה לא עושה בלגן.
That you're not going to make a mess, right? I can't avoid making a mess. No, it's we just decided because we read the principles and we saw that we have to annul, and we understand that the whole world kli is actually meeting here for the broadcast and preparation for the Congress. We want to be together, so we decided to cancel our barbecue event and implement the advice of Rabash and Rabbi Kolonimus, the author of Light and Sun, and we'll simply come here. And we decided in general that what we will barbecue is actually our will to receive. L'chaim. Agreed by everyone. Yes, one final 10 from the world kli. All right. Let's go. From 10, number 3 from Moscow, they tell us the following: to build a timetable, keep the framework, awaken the friends towards the Congress, and only add and add. From Vilnius, to feel united from within, to show good examples of love and build a kli, not to argue with the majority, but to feel a responsibility, not to be afraid, to connect to the friends who are preparing the mayor congresses. From Santiago, we have to connect to each one of the individual desires with the one desire of unity. Each one will take 9 friends that he has to care for and build together the prayer of the many.
קטע מספר 10.
Okay, we're going to read excerpt number 10 from Likutei Halachot, collection of laws. The most important aspect of love as unity is found in the will, that each one should be content with his friend, so that there will be no difference between their desire, but they will all be incorporated into one desire, and through this they will be able to be included in the upper will, which is the essence or the purpose of unity. The essence of love and unity is found in the will, that each one should be content with his friend, and there is no disparity between their desires. Rather, they're all incorporated into a single desire, and through this they are incorporated in the upper desire, which is the purpose of unity. All right, friends, we actually had a very different lesson planned until last night, but the Yortzeit turned the lesson into what we ended up with. So it's all thanks to you. And now we're going to make room here for the delegation that is going to the US for the upcoming Congress. And we won't forget what we're doing all of this for, that everything is only, to bring him contentment in these congresses, in the huge opportunities. Everything Rabbi is now giving us is precise guidance. So, L'chaim Nebaruch. So we are the delegation, but the delegation is actually, the delegation is everybody sitting here, but it's also everyone who is in the world CLI, because it doesn't matter what the body is, it matters where the thoughts are. We came up here in order to share a little bit and to tell you in the time we have left about what's going to happen in the next few days. Okay, so friends, one of the things that are very special about the Congress, which is happening, it's happening in many places, but in the US it's clearly felt, is that the main part of the huge group that is there is virtual. A very large number of the people don't get together, they can't meet routinely, and they hardly can come. And as we said in the Guadalajara Congress, and as we also will speak about in other congresses, so the main thought, the main request we always have is to support those who normally every day are not with the others, those who come specially for the Congress and they gather in this Congress. And all in all, this Congress, the main goal of it, as far as we are concerned, at least from the social side, that's how I see it, is to turn the entire world CLI into one strong group, very united, very connected, very together, and that this Congress will help everyone rise above all the gaps, the physical ones, those that show up, as we try to work together in a group. All in all, it's an amazing opportunity, this Congress. We talked about it, we all feel it, we're all in some kind of an awakening, an inspiration, that there's no doubt that this thing is gathering and engulfing the whole of America, North America, South America, the whole world, and it connects everything into one big CLI. Also realize that right now, these minutes, a lecture of Rav in Queens is ending. The Queens group made a lot of effort to make this lecture possible, besides all the preparations for the Congress, and the Brooklyn group also, and the other organizers of the Congress. And if something you can add is just to imagine the situation right now. The situation is that there are many friends, not only in the US, but in all kinds of other places. Yesterday I talked to Jolt in Australasia. They're also going to have the biggest mirror Congress it's going to be in Melbourne, in Australia. It takes many hours of flight. Many friends are waiting for it. Also in Tokyo, in Japan, there'll be a gathering of a mirror Congress. Many people this week are making a lot of effort physically, are changing, people are sacrificing their whole daily framework, and instead they're now going to other places. And I think this also raises the importance for all of those who do have a framework and have the possibility to go even deeper in, as we have here. Then these friends should inject this whole inspiration to those that are making the physical efforts to reach all kinds of different places. I don't remember a Congress where the preparations were more all the way upside down and upside down and upside down again than this Congress. I think we received just a little sample in this Congress with the roller coaster we had here and all the changes that took place from one moment to the next. And it truly characterizes this period. It is a sign that we're all working really strongly. And indeed, earlier I was in the translation and I heard that there are friends who are already talking about this thing, that all the work is now, in the days we have left before the Congress. This is the time of preparation, this is the important time. And it's also really good that we're meeting in the evenings, tonight, the next day, and also 2 days from now. This will determine everything. This is actually the Congress. What we will see during this weekend will be the result of what we're doing today, tomorrow, and the day after. So it's very important that we'll put a lot of effort into it, put the emphasis on it, because by this we're truly deciding, sentencing all of our whole fate. So whether we'll succeed or not, we're deciding on it now. And we're going to succeed for sure. We, in our bodies, are going to fly tonight, and we're going to succeed for sure, all of us, because we will take Rav's request that we heard in a very clear way. We heard the instructions of our teacher, what should take place this week, and where the responsibility is, and we want to broaden it to the whole world CLI. We're asking all the groups all over the world to look at the center of the whole world CLI right now in New Jersey. It is the center, but of the whole world Kli. As Shimon said before, we are becoming one united group. We have to discover the complete spiritual potential that is in the connection of in our groups all over the world. Every group has to come out of the walls that they're enclosed in, come out of the walls of our egoistic heart, and connect into this force that Rav is revealing inside of us, and to feel it in practice between us, and we can do it. It's really something very special, and not to be taken for granted that we hear from Rav that there is nothing more important. There's nothing more important, truly. The time in practice, every minute, every second that each one has during the day, he has to invest in that. Invest in the connection for the sake of the revelation of the Creator, as we read in all the excerpts during this lesson. Let's do it. L'chaim ne baruch. A final announcement, friends. Following Rav's words in the Ari Yurtzeit meal, we changed the weekly schedule. Instead of going out for dissemination or have training sessions, we'll gather every evening for an internal preparation for the New Jersey Congress. The timetable that we're planning for today, Tuesday, and tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, is 6:30 p.m. We're going to gather in the centers, and from 7 to 8:30, we're going to have a preparation meeting for the New Jersey Congress that will be broadcast and, of course, translated in Sviva Tova. The contents will be based on the New Jersey Congress materials, following Rav's recommendation. The groups are invited to gather in the centers or watch on Sviva Tova. Men and women are invited to join. With this, we conclude. Thank you and have